Hello guys, in this video I will talk about my memories in Istanbul. This is actually my hometown. I was born and raised in the city. But at the time I decided to go around my own city as if I was a tourist. I decided to do something like this because during my first abroad experience in Italy, I realized that most of the local people did not know about their own city. And this was a case for myself too. So that's why I decided to do something like this. Back in those times, I used to do DSLR photography in an amateur manner. So in this video, I will go through the photos I captured in this time and talk about their stories, their backgrounds, and if different topics comes up naturally, I'm gonna elaborate them too. And this video will be a kind of digital memory for me, and for you guys viewing the video, it could be a nice different perspective to the city from my point of view. So without further ado, let's continue with the first photo. At the time I took this photo, I did not know that it was a famous one. Later on I learned that it has a spot for itself, even on Google Maps. For me at that time it was just a happy vibing scene, you know. Later on I realized that it's something about LGBTQ. And I also would like to tell you about this LGBTQ thing in Turkey, because in general Turkey is not known for its LGBTQ friendly attitude. In contrast, is known for its hostile attitudes. But in general, Turkey, its people and its history is quite
homosexuality friendly.
let me say it in this way. I personally am a heterosexual male supporting rights for people. That's another case, but let me mention those people too. Zeki Müren, he's known as the son of art in Turkey, and you probably cannot find any Turkish person hating this guy. He was I don't know, I can say hidden gay or something like this. Like he had shows like this, and people used to call him Zeki abla in Turkish, meaning Zeki sister. He was a great artist. I personally admire his artwork. The other person is this. He was a trans person. Like, look at his age, bro. Those people are quite old. Like also Zeki Müren too. He lived like decades ago. And a little more like modern guy is Mabel Matiz. He's also a singer. He's an open gay, as far as I know. And overall, people accept those people, especially like Zeki Müren. I mean, he literally is one of the best and the most respected person in Turkish art history, I could say. So that's a twist in general, because as I said, people know Turkey for its hostility towards people like those, but in general they have a place in our society, and they have a very respected place, let's say, in our society. I can also name another guy. This guy is a very fucking funny and clever guy. I mean, he probably have the IQ level of 130 plus. Yeah, yeah. What can I say? They are in our society. Mostly respected. Not this guy. That's another story. Yeah, let's continue. This photo. Yeah, this photo is a photo of the most beautiful mosque, I could say. This mosque is named for as crowned mosque because of this crownish things on its top. And as I said, one of the most beautiful mosques in Istanbul. At the time I took this photo, when you zoom out, you could see the construction side. It was a shitty place, but thanks God, it's done. The construction is done, and this place right now is Galata Port, known for being a luxury shopping mall. It also have a cruise stop for cruise ships. So it's an amazing place right now, open for public. Let me also tell you that, from this story, I see that cities needs to undergo from a shitty time frame where it is constantly in construction. It is a hell for people living at that time, but it's an amazing investment for the future generation. Even in 5 years, Istanbul has become an amazing place. I mean, compared to 5 years ago, it is fucking amazing right now. I can say that. Like transportation wise, touristic wise, quite nice. And I'm gonna give you another example from history. When I was reading about the history of Amsterdam, I was shocked to learn that they fucking built the whole city with their bare hands. I mean, look at those channels. They were all built by people living at those times. Back in those times when the city was being built with all those channels and beauty, it was all in construction, and people living at those times were living in a shitty place because it was all in construction. That's such a interesting thing because when you look at Amsterdam right now, it's perfection. What can I say? Amsterdam is a perfection right now because they are living in the investment that their ancestors did back in those times. So that's an interesting thing in history. To live in a nice place, to live a better life, somehow your ancestors or you yourself need to make investments, need to live a shitty life. And that's an example from our history, let's say. We're in the phrase of living in a shitty life, I guess, so that our city is gonna be even better, let's say. Even better. I'm gonna emphasize this. Let's continue. This is another spot from the similar place. Look at this beautiful house. It used to be an Ottoman palace. For a pasha, a high-ranking officer, let's say. It was renovated, and this is the renovated building. I just loved how it looked. This is another spot. Look, this is an interesting thing. You see, in Europe, there are always free fountains where you can drink some water for free. And in Turkish history, we have such things. They were built by sultans or their relatives, like their mothers, for public good, for sake of God. And they are architecturally very beautiful, aren't they? I don't know, like this dome is this. Of course, this dome belongs to this structure. And you can find a couple of structures like this in Istanbul. Not couple, actually, a few, let's say. There are many. But not only this, but also in every single mosque you can find water and toilets and a place to rest. I realized this fact during this time. I realized that all mosques in Turkey are public places where you can drink water, go to toilets, and have a rest by laying down inside of the structure. It is an amazing public service. Let's continue. In this photo, you can see a cemetery. These people probably used to be quite important people because, this is a not normal cemetery next to the very important building, as far as I remember. So a couple of details you can see. Look at this hat. It is something like this, like back in those times in Ottoman Empire, important people used to wear this hat, like religious leaders or high-ranking judges, let's say, in the Ottoman society. And you can also see the letters, Arabic letters, let's say. Back in those times, in Ottoman times, we used to, again, speak in Turkish language, but we used to use Arabic alphabet for the language, for writing, let's say. And together with the revolutions in Republic with Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, we just changed the alphabet to Latin, together with many cultural changes. And this specific thing is always a discussion topic between conservatives and Republicans, let's say, in Turkey. Conservatives always say that we can't even read the cemetery writings of our grandfathers, so we lost a lot of cultural things with the revolutions and all those claims. Of course, they have right things, valid points, let's say. The other people also have their own valid points, but in the end, I just wanted to emphasize this. This is an important thing in our history, like cultural shift, very dramatic cultural change, just like Chinese people did in Great Leap Forward. Yeah, Great Leap Forward. Of course, I cannot, put two of them in the same package. They are not the same in terms of their effect, but it is quite similar, let's say. A great cultural shift for the name of modernization. And this is a nice representation of this history with a photo. I mean, come on, it's not such a deeply minified photo, but we can talk about those kind of things with the reference of this photo, let's say. And let's continue. And in this photo, you can see Galata Tower. It's a huge tower. The closer you get to it, the more you will realize its hugeness, let's say. And historically, it also has a very interesting history. It was built by Genovian people from Italy, today's Italy, in exchange for naval help to Byzantine people for the war between Byzantines and Genovian people. The whole thing was about Crusader armies occupying the Constantinople, and thanks to Genovian help, Byzantines got the city back, and this is the region Byzantines gave to the Genovian people, and they used it as a military and economic hub. And it continued, by the way, all through the Ottoman times. This is known as Pera, by the way. In Ottoman times, this place was again an economic hub for Westerner traders, Armenian craftsmen, and all these things. This was more like non-Muslim part of the city, while today's Fatih, in those times, Constantinople was the Muslim part of the city, let's say. Yeah, let's continue. And this is again Galata Tower. Look, the other side is Fatih, Constantinople, Constantiniye in Turkish. And the this side where I captured the photo from, it's Galata, and this is the bridge that connects those two places together. And this is also a historic bridge. It's built in Ottoman times by British people, as far as I remember. Then it got renovated recently in Republic times, but it has like two layers. One of them is car path and people fishing. It is a quite famous visual, by the way, for this bridge. And behind you see restaurants, mostly fish restaurants. They are fucking expensive, by the way. I remember this is a specifically expensive place for tourists mostly. And if you are lucky enough, you can see dolphins in Bosporus, Istanbul. I captured this photo from this place, Galata Tower, from that point, as far as I remember. I couldn't catch them when they were jumping. That's the best photo I could get, let's say. And that's another place, again from historical peninsula. You can see such a bazaar path. It's both bazaar and narrow street, actually. It's very characteristic for Istanbul, by the way. These are very old places, and the people selling things here are, I don't know, they just vibe authentically, but they are not, I guess. Look at those things that they sell. But overall, the location is quite authentic, and it vibes historically, let's say. Let's continue. Oh, that's an interesting photo. It was taken from the Mosque Süleymaniye. This mosque was built by Süleyman the Magnificent. Yeah, imagine, I mean, a city with such structures. And you know what this one is? It's Çamlıca Mosque, and it was built by Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Yeah, everyone builds great mosques for their names, huh? Yeah, and interesting, bro, interesting. I don't suggest any political ideas here, but imagine Fatih Mosque was built by Fatih the Conqueror. This mosque, where I'm capturing the photo from, was built by Süleyman the Magnificent. And this mosque is built by Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Yeah, interesting facts. Let's continue. Yeah, this path, it's a very famous path. This is an imperial path, by the way. You can see the very old trees next to the wall, and this wall is a huge one protecting the Dolma Bahce Palace. This palace was a palace once sultans lived in. Let's continue. And this is the gate of that palace. And look at this thing, bro. I mean, look at this thing. It is similar to the mega imperial structures in Madrid. Yeah, I mean, those things were built during the late Ottoman area, as far as I know, for a kind of, they just saw the great European structures built by kings, and they just wanted to build for themselves, I guess. Dolma Bahce Palace. Those palaces were a kind of built by European architects, as far as I know. Late Ottoman luxury structures that you can see. And this mosque, I don't remember exactly what mosque it was, but I like this lighting. They just reminds me the Persian mosques and their way of beautifying their structures. It is also a very common thing in Gothic church, as far as I know. And this tramway is it goes to the Blue Mosque and Hagia Sophia, Sultanahmet Square in general. And I just liked how this visual is. Great tree with a historical structure. It could be managed better, let's say. Look at this ugliness born from history, shittified by modernity. Could be better, but not like worse. Not that bad, let's say. Could be worse, I mean. Let's continue. And this is garden, imperial garden, Gulhane Parki in Turkish, Gulhane Gardens. It's the gardens of the Topkapı Palace, the imperial palace. And this is the imperial gardens. What I realized is that in Istanbul there are amazing gardens, including this, and they are all public, and they used to be imperial gardens of sultans. I say this because in Europe is famous with its beautiful parks, but those gardens we have in Istanbul, they are much better than a normal European park or garden. But the thing is, they are imperial, and there are not that much of them in the city, and we don't have such moderate parks as Europeans have in Istanbul. But, different ways things happened historically. Still, I like our imperial gardens in Istanbul. This is one of them, and the other one that I love is Yıldız Parki in Turkish, Yıldız Gardens. It was also a imperial garden for, sultans back in times. And together with the Republic, they all converted into public places. And they are still amazing. This is another picture, photo from the same place. This is also a very nice one. I like the aesthetic of this place. This is Dolma Bahce Palace, and this is its garden. Dolma Bahce Palace is currently used as a museum, and this is the garden of that museum. And the aesthetic of those old built structures together with the Bosporus is amazing. Look at the color of Bosporus and overall around like greeny area, green, natural green, classic and historical white, and beautiful Bosphorus blue. Amazing aesthetically. And this is another photo from the same place, Dolma Bahce Museum. Again, some imperial structures. They are also very findable, normal in European palaces. And again, as I said, Dolma Bahce Palace and such structures are just a kind of similar structures made in the late Ottoman era with the reference of European palaces and luxury, let's say, by sultans. Oh, isn't it beautiful? Again, the same beautiful aesthetic. And actually, Dolmabahce Palace hosts an amazing artwork collection, canvas, oil painting on canvas. Again, late Ottoman era. And one of those artworks painted a scene from history where the German high-ranking officers pay a visit to Ottoman sultans, and they come to Istanbul at this exact spot with their ships to meet with the sultan. I just remembered that scene from this artwork when I saw this picture and this location. I have a plan to make a video series about museums I went to during my travels, and I'm gonna include this museum too. Who knows, in the future? I don't know when, but that's a plan. Let's continue. And you can see, by the way, the iconic tower we have at the middle of the sea, Kız Kulesi in Turkish. I don't know its English name. And this is Dolmabahce. It was the palace itself, and look at this luxury, bro. Yeah, it was. I was just surprised with the luxury I faced in that palace. It was really like it was beyond, even I can say it was beyond European luxury. They made it in an amazing different level. I don't appreciate that luxury, by the way. Like being humble and moderate is much better, and that's what most of the Ottoman Empire was all about. But in the late Ottoman times, it's even called luxury times, Lale Devri in Turkish. When they saw that they are gonna collapse soon, they just tried to enjoy life, I guess. Of course, that's not historically correct, but at least some of those people in the empire probably thought in this way. That's another fact. Yeah, that's the representation of the luxury of those times. That's an interesting photo. I captured this photo from Hagia Sophia, and the structure you see is Blue Mosque. This was built by Fatih the Conqueror. Tabii Fatih Camii in Turkish. It's Fatih Camii in Turkish, meaning the Fatih the Conqueror mosque. But in English, it's known as Blue Mosque. I don't know really why it is. But the thing with this structure, it was built by Fatih just in front of the Hagia Sophia as a, power, to show his power, let's say. And historically put a structure inside of the historical peninsula on his name. And you can see here, this photo was captured from like this exact location, and you can see the great Hagia Sophia. Oh, fuck. I mean, I just felt amazingly emotional seeing this amazing structure. Amazing, bro. Amazing. Thanks God Mongols could not had a chance to fucking destroy this thing. Yeah. You know, Fatih the Conqueror, when he conquered the city, he didn't destroy this amazing structure, thanks God, and he put those minarets to convert it into a mosque as a, as a symbol, as the symbol of the conquest. Yeah, that's the story. And today you can get in. By the way, it has been a mosque recently, and you can get in, pray in your own religion, in your own language, whatever it is. And I hope maybe one day it can be a structure where all people from the all religions can get in and pray without any type of restrictions. Still, you are not restricted to get in and do your own pray. Not only Muslims, but also all people can get in freely and do their own prayings. But why not? Maybe one day it can get official. It get its official statement about this topic. It would be amazing to have such a historical and beautiful structure hosting all religions, as I believe it should have. Or it should do, whatever. Maybe I missed the grammatical structure of the sentence, but I think it's clear. Let's continue. This is another Istanbul view. It's amazing again. This photo is captured from the European side and captures the Asian side. This tower, it's the television tower of Istanbul. Berlin, it's also quite famous with its own television tower, and this is our television tower, and it's a symbol of city too. I mean, I just realized, by the way, Istanbul has like numerous structures that are the symbol of the city. I mean, this tower recently built, the Recep Tayyip Erdogan Mosque. It's another structure that is going to be, for definitely, by the way, one of those structures in the history, like 10 or 50 years later, maybe from now. Hagia Sophia is one of them. Galata Tower, the Princess Tower, Kız Kulesi in Turkish. That's another one. I mean, numerous. I don't even know if there's a list about it. Such a rich, such a beautiful, such an amazing city. I love it. Let's continue. This is the edge of Constantinople, the Fatih district, the old Istanbul. Its edge, you can see. Sometimes people go for swimming here. Yeah, it's just a photo, not a special thing here. And this is captured from inside of Hagia Sophia. I used this specific picture as a wallpaper for a while. Such a beautiful picture, and of course a structure actually. And they renovated it. They renovated it successfully, as far as I see. I mean, by the way, I have a fear that this structure is someday is gonna collapse because its dome is amazingly huge, bro. You should be there physically. It feels, I mean, in a way that I cannot describe. You just feel amazingly small. You just feel like a small being with nothing. It just crushes you with its dignity and hugedom, hugeness, however you name it. So I have a fear that in a huge Istanbul earthquake, it's gonna fall down. I mean, I can just hope that it's not gonna happen. And even if it happens, I hope it's gonna be renovated as soon as possible, just like Rotterdam church in Paris, as they renovated it after the great fire. It burned down completely and got renovated. It's a good thing. Let's continue. You can see the old fucking tree. Who knows what it saw, what it has seen, let's say. It probably is like 1,000 years old. It witnessed all the history of Ottoman Empire and probably the late stage of Rome. In the Byzantine times. That's another photo from Bosporus. The spot that I captured the photo is Topkapi Palace, the palace where the sultans lived in during the Ottoman times. And you can see the Bosphorus here. Those are the ferries. They are the main transportation vehicles between the two coasts of Istanbul. There are 3 bridges, by the way, intercontinental bridges. A metro called Marmaray between the coasts I'm talking about, and ferries that departs every 20 minutes all around the city. Basically. And this is a very characteristic transportation vehicle for Istanbul. If you come to Istanbul one day, just try it. You should try it. It's cheap and it is an amazing experience. Quite characteristic to this city. I haven't seen such a transportation vehicle that practical, that efficient, and that beautiful in any other city before. I mean, naturally, this city is quite suitable for such an experience. That's another thing. That's the main thing, actually. Yeah, some other perspectives. And that's the tower that I was talking about, like the Princess Tower, Kız Kulesi in Turkish. I don't exactly know about its English name, but it also has a quite interesting story. It has been a pretty shitty English sentence, so let me correct it, make it better. So the girl lived in this tower with the hope that she's not gonna be dead by and killed by a snake. But time passes, and one day, finally, the king celebrates the fact that she is not dead. And that day, when people came in this tower to celebrate it, they bring accidentally a snake on their baggage, and snake kills the princess. This is the story. A tragic one, huh? I'm not sure if it's real, by the way, but who knows? Let's continue. You see a skyline of, I don't know which side it is, probably. Okay. This is the Dolma Bahce Palace, so it's Anatolian side of Istanbul. I mean, Istanbul is an amazingly huge city with not only like historical and greeny areas, but also a huge mass of concrete, let's say, with skyscrapers. This is just a very small part of the skyscrapers you will find in Istanbul. It is definitely a small part of the city. Um, there are many different and regions of the city that are business districts and um, accommodates numerous skyscrapers. Let's continue. Yeah, this is, by the way, a contrast, I guess. That's what I tried to say with the photos. When you see this place, like amazingly, maybe you can call it ugly, concrete skyscrapers, and this place, this side, this perspective, from the same point, by the way, you can see some historical stuff. This is, yeah, I guess no. That's not Hagia Sophia. No, these are different mosques. Probably Selimiye, Süleymaniye. I don't know, bro. There are a lot. What can I say? Each sultan and even their mothers or wives built many mosques as for public good, I mean, and for the name of God, make their names live throughout the history. So Istanbul is full of those buildings. And to be honest, after a point, it's a kind of tiring, and it doesn't make any sense to get into one more of them, because most of them are quite similar. And this is a problem. I mean, I personally believe that Istanbul and Turkey overall hosts numerous amounts of mosques, and I think they can be used in a more effective way. They are nice structures, as I said, public structures. They are important structures for people, but they should be used in a more effective way, I believe. I don't know how. Maybe they could be libraries, schools, even markets, you know, like, I don't know. There could be like cafes, maybe. Yeah, I mean, you can pray next to a cafe. It's not haram. Yeah, they should be using. I mean, they should be used more efficiently. That's what I believe, and I hope they will in future. Okay, we are now in different sections of the photos. This is a different place. That's what I try to say. This is the Anatolian side of the city called Kadıköy. I'm right now when I captured this photo, I was in a ferry going to Kadıköy, the Asian side of Istanbul, from the European side. And this is a picture of Asian side. And as you can see, the views are amazingly beautiful, aren't they? Look at those natural and beautiful colors of blue. Not only sea is beautiful, but also you can see the sky is beautiful. Yeah, and that's another shot from the same place. These are, by the way, built to make sure that in bad weathers the sea is not going to be a problem for the coastlines, and those are just barriers to stop the sea to hurt the city centers. Again, similar photo. I just like the horizon and how it looks. Another photo again. Here, I arrived to the Asian side, and this is a photo from the Asian side. And again, I guess those photos were captured in the same day, chronologically. And you can see a romantic scene, I guess, sunset, and that's another perspective. I remember I captured a couple thousand photos like this to make sure to find better perspectives, because I thought that this photo was quite interesting. Look at these golden colors and sea reflecting the sun, and yeah, I zoomed in, by the way, in this photo. It was quite zoomed in one. Okay, again, Asian side, Kadıköy coastline. By the way, in the Asian side, this is my favorite spot. This is an amazing, beautiful place, and this is a historical building. It used to be a train station from Ottoman times. Unfortunately, it got burned from a fire recently. Not recently, like 10 years ago or something, and it is still in the process of renovation. But fortunately, recently, as I said, this photo was captured like 5 years ago, and recently, in recent years, it is about to be done. Its renovation is about to be done. So fortunately, hopefully, it's gonna be open with all its glory soon, let's say. And this is the coastline. People used to run, bike, and walk. And this is one of my favorite spots in Istanbul, in the city of Istanbul. And you can see some people fishing again. And this is a beautiful photo. I just like how, the composition of the photo, the colors, and the objects of the photo. I just liked it. This photo was captured in the COVID times, and you can see the mask in the pocket of the girl. And and this specific district, Kadıköy, is known for its university vibes, let's say, and those people are probably university students. Enjoying their free time, enjoying the city together. And it's also, classic photo of two young people enjoying their company. That's another perspective to look at it. Yeah, let's continue. And this is again from the similar district, Kadıköy. The guy have a very beautiful balcony with all those beautiful flowers, let's say. And again from the same district. These areas actually, they are quite elegant places, not that much crowded. By the way, this part of the city is not that much touristic. These places are quite expensive local houses actually, and mostly Kadıköy district is it accommodates local people for their residency, for their accommodation, and this is one of those places. And again, from the same day, chronologically, as you can see, it gets darker and darker. And this is one of my favorite spots, favorite photos, and favorite times of the day. As you can see, there are. And by the way, the photo itself, I believe, is quite photogenic and a beautiful photo. Three people, I don't know, maybe they are local immigrants, just came to the Istanbul for the search of a better life. Who knows? And they are thoughtful, watching the old good Constantiniye Fatih district of Istanbul. You can see Hagia Sophia, Fatih, the Blue Mosque, Istanbul Observatory Tower here. This is another mosque that I can't name right now. It's sunset, and Istanbul is beautiful. At that location, at those times, 5 years ago. And this is an experience I would definitely suggest you to go. Suggest you to do. To be in Kadıköy district and its coast during the sunset. It's an amazing experience. I believe you're not gonna forget in rest of your life. At least that's what I experienced. This is again the old gold train station I was talking about under the construction. Under the renovation, I mean. And this is another photo from the same spot. And you may realize this is my... I use this photo frequently. I don't know, when I start to talk, I like to talk more. But I guess I gotta finish it here.